Hey guys, it's Macy, your favorite feminist YouTuber, and I'm here with a quick video. So it's gonna be a little comedic, like obviously not be talking about like the serious issues such as Ariana Grande's cultural appropriation, how us is pretty ableist, and how men won't let women come. Those are pretty big issues, but I'm gonna have a bit of an aside today for a comedic video. So I've noticed there's this really big alt-right guy named Gavin McInnes, and he actually found like the Proud Boys who like killed people, you know. So he's like the leader of them, and he has this video where he rates women because some Proud Boy sent it to me because yeah. So, and he's just rating women like it's nothing, and it's so awful and mean because you're basically just saying all a woman comes down to is her body and her face, and like those things are irrelevant, like they don't matter at all. So what I'm gonna do to show these cis white, well mostly white, cis heterosexual bigoted evil men how it feels, I'm gonna rate them. Okay, so first we're going to start with the person talking about himself, Gavin McInnes. Now, in this specific picture, he looks like Doug Dimmadome, who, unlike the Fairly Odd Parents, who also was like a, really capitalist pig. So, like, I see the similarity already. Also, obviously he's white, so like his skin is just so see-through. And then his facial hair looks disgusting. And they talk about like the left being beta cucks and like not shaving their face. Like, I'm sorry, what the fuck is that? Okay, it's like you're clearly hiding something, and it's that weak ass chin. He has Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, and he's just it's like, old man, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm sorry for every wife he has. She definitely does not come when they have sex. So I would rate Gavin McInnes just based on his physical appearance. Not only his bigoted nature, which automatically makes him like a -10, but like I would give him a good 5. So Gavin McInnes is a 5 objectively. So how does it feel, Gavin, to be known you're only a fucking 5? Next, we have Joe Rogan. Okay, Joe Rogan is Italian, I believe, so he's clearly not as white as someone like Gavin McInnes, but he's still nonetheless white. Now, he is not necessarily as evil and bigoted as them. He's more of like a catalyst, so he gives these people who are very bigoted a platform and lets them speak, kind of similar to Dave Rubin, but he's not on this list, unfortunately. But because I feel like Dave Rubin is he is more of a liberal, so he's not as bad, and he is gay, but like still he's still on that side. But Joe Rogan, he's clearly very misogynistic. He also has a big thing for underage girls. If you watch any of his Joe Rogan Experience episodes, he has a thing for underage girls, so he is also a pedophile. And just he's bald, and he's like a wrestler or something, so like all you care about is your fucking body. Like, you're so alpha because you can like beat up other guys. It's like that's not what women care about. Women care about being respected and treated with dignity, Mr. Joe Rogan. So I would have to give him a 3 because he's bald. So that's how you're rated, Joe Rogan, on your physical appearance. So next, we have Sam Hyde. Now, Sam Hyde is also alt-right pedophile as well. So he has accusations of sleeping with underage girls and doing weird blood stuff with them as well. So like, of course, like all of these guys are just pedophiles. Okay, like every single one of them are. And I mean, you can just see by this picture, he is disgusting. Like, he does not take care of himself at all. He's an Aries, so like he's obviously super self-centered and cares about himself. So like, I feel bad for any girl that's been with him, and that's why he goes after underage girls, obviously. I would have to give him a 1 out of 10 for his rating. He is so ugly, so unfunny, so misogynistic, just a bigot all around, and anti-Semitic, of course. So he's out of here. Next, we have Ben Shapiro. Now, Ben Shapiro may be Jewish, but he's still a fucking member of the alt-right. Like, look at his little egghead, okay? Look at that fucking egghead. However, he's not as bigoted and racist as the rest of them, and he is Jewish, so obviously he has suffered. So I will have to give him a 6 out of 10 on the rating scale. So he is highly misogynistic and evil, but like he's not as bad. So He's well groomed and he takes care of himself, and he probably is a bit more sensitive to the women he's around. So 6 out of 10. Next we have Jordan Peterson. Now, I know a lot of my viewers, my feminist friends are going to be very mad at me for saying this, but Jordan Peterson is very sexy. And this is not connected to his beliefs, because obviously he's highly misogynistic and he's like helping out young men. Like, who the fuck, why would young men need help out? They don't need to be helped out. Like, they're so privileged. Like, why would you even fucking help them out? But he is very hot and very sexy. And he kind of reminds me of a father that I never had, but I'd also suck his dick. So, and he seems like he knows what he's doing. So he's probably gonna have the highest score on this list. I'm just guessing. I would give him a good 9 out of 10. So Jordan Peterson's probably very satisfied with this video. I know he's misogynistic. I'm just saying he's daddy. And I think like ContraPoints agrees with me. Like, she calls him daddy as well. Like, there's a lot of people who call him daddy. So Jordan Peterson is a 9 out of 10. Now we have someone who's not as acceptable, who is Bruce V. Now, Bruce V is a highly misogynistic, just MGTOW pig, and he's a bread scientist of some kind, and I don't know, but he's disgusting. He has this nasty beard, which obviously, since like Bruce V says women only wear makeup because we're insecure, like all these incels say shit like that, you know what I mean? And like, well, what about your fucking ugly ass beard that's covering up something? So Bruce V is like a fucking 2 out of 10. Next, we have Mike Cernovich. Now, I don't know much about Mike Cernovich. I just know that he is obviously alt-right. He's obviously misogynistic and he's obviously racist. But you know, I'm doing this rating thing objectively, guys. So I just thinking of him like, well, imagine if he was like at a pride rally. Imagine if he was drinking kombucha with me. And I don't want to say anything nice about a racist person. He's a 9 out of 10. Next. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. But next we have PewDiePie. Now, PewDiePie, obviously, he caused the fucking Christchurch shooting. So he's obviously one of the biggest racists we have here. And unfortunately, he's still on a platform. Like, most of these people have been, like, nay-nayed to some extent. But he has not. He's still thriving. He's still beating T-Series. Like, for me personally, I'm rooting for T-Series. Like, know what T stands for? Trans rights, okay? We're supporting trans rights, and they need to beat PewDiePie. So his rating, he has a symmetrical face, but like he's just trying to copy E-boys and like trying to be like cool. 4 out of 10. Next, we have Stefan Molyneux. Now, Stefan Molyneux is a dad, but he's not as daddy as Jordan Peterson because he is bald. So I've seen pictures of him younger, and he definitely has a symmetrical face, but he's obviously very racist. Like, we know the whole IQ bullshit. Like, IQ doesn't even, let me just have a little segue here. IQ does not matter. What matters is EQ, emotional intelligence. And know who has emotional intelligence? Teachers, daycare workers, hairstylists. So why are they getting paid nothing when fucking Stefan Molyneux is getting paid millions of dollars just to talk about bullshit, and scientists are getting paid when they don't do anything? It's disgusting, but we obviously know. But I would have to rate him a good 6 out of 10 because his daddy points do help him, but he definitely has age, but he's still fit. Next, this might surprise some of you to see Tyler Perry on this list, but unfortunately Tyler Perry is very racist, and part of me kind of thinks that like he might just be a white man, like either with the disguise or he like took an Ariana Grande class on tanning, because his films are just so racist that it's like clearly they're just a way to fuel alt-right fury and fuel their stereotypes, because it's just so absurd what happens in his films. So I would have to, his drag is very good though, I must say, and I would have to give him a 7 out of 10, just objectifying him, a good 7 out of 10. Next, we have Styx Hexenhammer 666. I'm just going to skip that one. So since my last video, my camera died halfway through. So I had pictures of Paul Joseph Watson, and my rating for him is 7 out of 10 because I believe the philosophy that pretty face wasn't meant for talking does apply to him. So like that's obviously very misogynistic and sexist, but like that's what these bigots get, you know? So that's what I would say to him if I was a misogynistic, bigoted person and he was like a female and I was a male. And then also we have the final Richard Spencer, and like he gets a 6 out of 10 just because of his appearance. Like obviously he's a fucking Nazi, like fucking like disgusting. So as I'm thinking about this, I'm pretty sure I was hacked by Russians. That's what messed up my video. So obviously the Mueller report came out and that's obviously fake. Like we already know this, it's all bullshit. So clearly, thanks Russia. Thanks Putin for fucking up my YouTube video. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope we can do other tactics like this to try to really infiltrate the alt-right and make them insecure, make them sad, and make them just stop. That's what we need to do. We need to get them deplatformed. We need to get them insecure. We got to make them just out them. We need to get them out, okay? So hopefully you guys can join me on that with us feministas. Us feministas can do that together. So bye, guys.